Hey guys, Jason here from Casual Panic, and today I want to talk briefly about Rainbow Six Siege again. But first, I want to make a special shout out to you guys. The first time Duffy and I talked about Rainbow Six Siege on this channel, you guys loved it. It made it our second highest viewed video on our channel. We are loving the interaction with you guys in the comments, and I still to this day try to read and respond to most of them. If you can remember, in that video we talked about why we were playing less Siege nowadays, and talked about Siege both in the context of its gameplay flaws and character and lore flaws and just general grievances with the game after going on 4 years of playing it consistently. It was a video made out of love for the game, and I gotta say, it was really nice to vent it all out. And you guys seem to like it, which we love. In this video, I want to come back on the support of Siege, at least for the brief moment in this particular event that's been going on. If you guys aren't familiar, Siege released a limited time event mode called Containment, which is to act as a primer to the new game that's coming out, Rainbow Six Extraction. In this mode, attackers play as attacking members of Team Rainbow, who join forces to create REACT, standing for Rainbow Exogenous Analysis and Containment Team, or REACT. This is the same team that you will be playing as in the PvE Extraction game. On the defending side, you play as one of 5 defenders who have transformed into Proteans, which are essentially the aliens or zombies of this mode. They can only perform melee attacks but have Oryx's sprint dash and climbing abilities, along with being a 3-speed rather than what the operator would traditionally be. The attackers play very similar to a normal Siege round, and the operator you choose will have an identical kit to that. The caveat is that there is no friendly fire, and trust me, I know that sounds ridiculous, but for this particular game mode, it just makes sense because the defending Proteans have 650 HP and take a lot to defeat. If you're huddled in a corner sending rounds downrange with your teammate, I can only imagine how many unintentional team kills there would be if left on. Now, I went into this game mode with very low expectations. I always thought Rainbow Six Extraction looked like a very cool idea, basically an entire game that pays homage to the Outbreak event of Operation Chimera, which, if you were playing Siege during that time, know how amazing that time of Siege was. This new game mode, although it is PvP, reminded me just how fun Siege can be when the devs remember how to have a bit of fun with their sweaty FPS game. This mode is kind of if Doctor's Curse and Chimera had a baby. I'm almost certain that the animations of the Proteans are directly ripped from the monsters in Doctor's Curse. But the one thing that was really nice about this mode is a sense of purpose brought back to the operators of Siege. In our previous video, I had mentioned that even though the Outbreak event was very sci-fi and not realistic, it was able to convey this sense of purpose to the operators that we had been playing with for years at that point. In Containment, it brings that feeling back, if ever so lightly. If you take the time to listen around the map, you can hear audio clippings and radio broadcasts of what is going on in the world of Siege at this point. Yeah, there isn't too much character-on-character interaction like an Outbreak, but you can tell that some care for lore and characterization was done in this event. There's even a secret Easter egg that brings you to this creepy area that Ubisoft has called, in an Instagram post, the primary nest, quote unquote. Very cool stuff. Now, I've done a lot of talking on how cool this event is and, a lot of the lore implications that this event has, but I know the big question is, do you have fun in it? And the answer is yes.
Absolutely, I do. Good, excellent.
Now, it's not the best event Siege has ever made. Again, Outbreak was still a thing, and Doctor's Curse and Showdown mode are still some of my all-time favorite events. But when you compare this one to the not-so-great events that were like Sugar Fright and Mute Protocol, Containment has something special. Playing a melee-only Protean and stalking attacking operators across Containment really makes you feel like a monster out of a horror movie. And vice versa, trying to contain the threat as an attacker and firing bullets down a hallway at a sprinting Protean is exhilarating, to say the least. For once in a long time, I've preferred to play this mode over the standard Siege just because A, I mean, it's a limited time mode, and of course I want to take advantage of it, but B, it's just a fun time. There are some people that still get very sweaty in this game. It's just something that people can't shake in this game, in Siege. You know, they teabag and whatnot, but for the most part, it seems like the community feels a bit happier and at least have a little bit more trust in Siege's development. So Ubisoft, if you find this video and you listen to this, understand that whatever you did for Containment is what at least I want to see. Give a sense of purpose to the events. Make the operators feel like they mean something and that they actually have a mission, something that they need to do, to accomplish, to work together to resolve. That's what I want to see from the Rainbow team.
Armored nest is under fire. 15 seconds remain. 10 seconds. Final objective engaged.
Oh, and also, defenders can't run outside the map. At least, not for very long. They die if they stay too long outside. That's going to wrap it up here, guys. To summarize, the Containment event was a good step in the right direction for Siege. Does it fix all the problems that are still in Siege today? Will it miraculously save Siege? No. No, absolutely not. I don't think we can ever expect the devs, hitting the reverse button on what they did to the game, but I can appreciate a good update when I see one. Containment was fun, and it has me a bit more interested for the Extraction game. I'll be honest, it was nice to grind out in Siege like the old days rather than just playing one game or two and calling it quits for a few weeks. And honestly, after seeing the changes come into Crystal Guard and playing this event, I can say, at a minimum, I am cautiously optimistic. And we'll just go with that.
5 seconds remain.
But anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the new mode in the comments below, or what your thoughts are of the new updates coming to Siege. And guys, we also have just recently hit 300 subs, which is insane. We can't thank you guys enough for the support and really making us feel like we got something going on here. We hope you guys enjoy the content we put out every week. For those who aren't subbed, please consider doing so, or if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. It really goes a long way. If you guys didn't know, we also have our own Discord. You can come by and chat with us anytime you want. Links are in the description below. But as always, thank you guys for tuning into Casual Panic. I've been Jason, you've been awesome, I'll see you in the next one.